Today we will talk about how MLA Durga Das Boro sparked a political storm in Assam. Welcome to Easternparadigm. I am Xavier Basumatari. Social media is exploding with huge debates regarding Durga Das Boro's demand for granting scheduled tribe ST status to the KochRajbongshi and Adivasi communities and the assembly floor in the 2024 budget session. Assam is home to many communities, and many communities have been demanding scheduled tribe status for decades. But why is this issue so important and controversial? And how did a single MLA speech in the assembly trigger a heated debate among political parties and social groups? However, he has been vocal about the need for granting scheduled tribe ST status to the KochRajbongshi and Adivasi communities in Assam, along with four other ethnic groups. This issue of granting scheduled tribe ST status to the six communities of Assam is a long standing demand. Today, we would like to talk on this matter thoroughly and impartially so that you can decide and thereby bring a solution to this several decades old issue. In this episode, we will explore the history, the facts, and the implications of this complex and sensitive issue. First of all, let us know who are these people demanding for scheduled tribe status in Assam. KochRajbongshis are an ancient tribe that traces their roots to the Koch dynasty, which ruled over parts of Assam, West Bengal, and neighboring regions. The tea tribes of Assam are a multi-ethnic, multicultural group of tea garden workers and their descendants in Assam. They are officially referred to as tea tribes by the government of Assam and notified as other backward classes OBC. They are the descendants of peoples from multiple tribal and caste groups brought by the British colonial planters as indentured laborers from the regions of present-day Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, and Andhra Pradesh into colonial Assam during the 1860s to 90s in multiple phases to work in tea gardens. The Ahoms are the descendants of the Thai people who are migrated to the Brahmaputra Valley of the Assam in 1228 and established the Ahom kingdom, which lasted for nearly 600 years. The Ahoms assimilated the local cultures and adopted Hinduism as their main religion, but also retained some of their original beliefs and practices. The Morans and Sutias are an ethnic group of Tibeto-Burman origin. They belong to the Kachari family and are closely related to the Dimasa people. They speak Assamese language, but they used to speak Moran language until the early 28th century. The issue of granting scheduled tribe ST status to six ethnic groups of Assam, Tai Ahom, Moran, Matak, Chutia, Koch Rajbongshi, and T tribes is a complex and contentious one. The six groups have been demanding ST status for a long time, claiming that they are indigenous to Assam and deserve the constitutional benefits and protections that come with it. They have also staged protests and rallies to pressurize the government to fulfill their demand. However, the existing tribal communities of Assam, such as the Mising, Bodo, Karbi, Kuki, Dimasa, Deori, Tiwa, Sonowal, Kachari, and Rabha, have opposed the inclusion of the six groups in the ST list. They fear that the move will dilute their own rights and privileges, reduce their political representation and threaten their identity and culture. They have also expressed doubts about the authenticity and eligibility of the six groups as STs, arguing that they do not meet the criteria set by the center. The center has been delaying the decision on the ST status of the six groups, citing the need for more consultations and consensus among all stakeholders. The issue has also become a political one, as different parties have made promises and assurances to the six groups but have failed to deliver on them. The ST status of the six groups remains a pending and unresolved matter, which has caused resentment and frustration among the groups as well as the existing tribals of Assam. What does the Constitution of India says on scheduling of the communities? According to the Constitution of India, the criteria for specifying a community as a scheduled tribe ST are indications of primitive traits, distinctive culture, geographical isolation, shyness of contact with the community at large, backwardness. These criteria are not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution but are derived from Articles 341 and 342, which empower the President to specify the STs in consultation with the Governor of the ST or Union Territory. The Parliament can also include or exclude any tribe or group from the ST list by law. And what does politics say on this issue? What are government's move and stance of political parties in Assam? The issue of granting ST status to six communities in Assam is a complex and contentious one involving various political parties and stakeholders. The six communities Taya Home, KochRajbongshi, Chutia, T tribes, Moran, and Matak constitute nearly 27% of the state's population and have been demanding ST status for decades. The BJP led government at the center and the state had promised to grant ST status to these communities before the 2021 assembly elections but failed to do so. The ST status bill was introduced in Rajya Sabha on January 9, 2023 but remained pending as the session concluded. The six communities have formed a united forum called Soy Janogosti Jotha Mancha, meaning joint platform of six communities, and announced a series of agitational programs to pressure the Modi government into fulfilling their demand. The existing ST communities in Assam, such as Bodos, Rabhas, Karbis, Dimasas, etc., have opposed the inclusion of the six communities in the ST list, fearing that it would dilute their rights and privileges, especially in terms of land and political representation. The state government has also set up a group of ministers under Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, which will meet and discuss the issue with all stakeholders. However, the group has not yet finalized its recommendations on the issue. As you can see, the politics of granting SC status to six communities in Assam is a complicated and sensitive matter with no easy solution in sight. All Bodo Students Union, a prominent organization of the Bodo community in Assam, have been opposing the inclusion of the six communities in the ST list. ABSU's stand is that granting ST status to the six communities would harm the interests and rights of the existing ST communities, especially in terms of land and political representation. APSU has also demanded that the center should first implement the Bodo Accord, which was signed in 2020 to resolve the long standing Bodo issue before considering the ST status for the six communities. APSU has also threatened to launch a mass movement if the center goes ahead with the ST status bill without consulting the existing ST communities. Therefore, APSU's stand on granting ST status to six communities is negative and resistant. UPPL's stand on granting ST status to six communities is ambiguous and non committal. On one hand, UPPL has supported the demand of the six communities for ST status, saying that it is a legitimate and long pending issue. On the other hand, UPPL has also expressed its concern over the possible impact of the ST status on the existing ST communities, especially the Bodos who have a separate territorial council under the Bodo Accord. UPPL has also urged the center to consult all the stakeholders, including the existing ST communities, before taking any decision on the ST status. Therefore, UPPL's stand on granting ST status to six communities is not clear and inconsistent. Granting ST status to six communities in Assam would affect the political representation of the existing ST communities in the state, as well as the overall balance of power among different groups. Here are some possible effects. The number of reserved seats for STs in the Assam Legislative Assembly would increase from 16 to 37 out of a total of 126 seats. This would reduce the number of general seats and the representation of other communities such as Muslims, Bengalis, and Nepalis. The existing ST communities such as Bodos, Rabhas, Karbis, Dimasas, etc. would face more competition from the six communities for the reserved seats as well as for land and resources in the areas under the sixth schedule of the constitution, which grants them a degree of autonomy. The six communities, which constitute nearly 27% of the state's population, would gain more political clout and bargaining power with the state and central governments, as well as with other parties and alliances. The political parties in Assam would have to recalibrate their strategies and alliances to accommodate the changing dynamics of the electorate, especially in the regions where the six communities have a significant presence. Therefore, granting ST status to six communities in Assam would have a significant impact on the political representation and scenario in the state. Resolving the issue of granting ST status to six communities amicably without hurting the interests of existing tribals in Assam is a complex and sensitive issue that has been pending for a long time. There is no easy or definitive answer to this question, as different stakeholders may have different views and interests. The center and the state should consult with all the concerned parties, including the existing ST communities, the six communities demanding ST status, and other groups that may be affected by the decision, such as the general category and other backward classes, OBCs. The consultation process should be transparent, inclusive, and respectful of the diversity and aspirations of the people of Assam. The center and the state should also consider the socio-economic, political, and cultural implications of granting ST status to the six communities. For instance, they should assess the impact on the existing reservation system, the autonomy and rights of the existing STs, the identity and heritage of six communities, and the overall development and harmony of the state. The center and the state should explore the possibility of finding alternative or supplementary ways of addressing the grievances and demands of the six communities, such as providing them with special packages, schemes, or benefits without affecting the existing scheduled tribes or the STs. This may require revising or amending the existing criteria or laws for granting ST status or creating a new category or subcategory for the six communities. The center and the state should also take into account the historical, legal, and constitutional aspects of the issue and ensure that any decision is in accordance with the relevant provisions and precedents. They should also ensure that the decision is consistent with the national interest and principles of justice and equality. We do not have any personal opinion or preference on this matter. We respect the views and sentiments of all the people involved, and we hope that peaceful and mutuality acceptable solution to this issue is found. All the prominent civil organizations and political parties should come forward publicly and express their opinion on this matter. So that's the story behind Assam's ST status demand and controversy surrounding MLA Durga Das Boro of BPF. What do you think about this issue? Do you agree or disagree with the demand? Let us know in the comment section below. That's all for today's news. Keep watching Eastern Paradigm.